Land of power, land of might, exceptional rage, endless fight, patriot bulldozer, leading the way, crushing all foes, making them pay. Flag in hand, fury in eyes, screams of pride, ignoring lies, iron grip, ruthless and cold, American dream, fierce and bold, bow before the storm, unstoppable wave, marching forward, no soul to save, bulldozers wrath, tearing apart, exceptionalism, fire in the heart, no retreat, no surrender, bulldozers force, a savage offender, red, white, blue, burning bright, in the chaos he finds delight, blazing trails of destruction left, in the name of the blessed, the theft, freedom's price, a crimson blade, bulldozer, savage of legend made, bow before the storm, unstoppable wave, marching forward, no soul to save, bulldozers wrath, tearing apart, exceptionalism, fire in the heart. Blazing trails of destruction left, in the name of the blessed, the theft, freedom's price, a crimson blade, bulldozer, savage of fate, legend made, bow before the storm, unstoppable wave, marching forward, no soul to save, bulldozers wrath, tearing apart, exceptionalism, fire in the heart.
Good evening, everybody. Hope you all are having a manageable Monday. Welcome to the Dozer Den. If you have not yet smashed that like button, go ahead and give it a good thumping. Destroy the like button with your love. Or you could lean in real close to that like button, whisper sweet nothings in its ear, do a big deep, oh, and you do not want to be like creepy Uncle Joe Biden. No. But you must smash the like button. It's a very, very free way that you can support the channel. And I get it, sometimes you might get excited about that like button. I do too sometimes. I understand. But if you're going to hit it more than once, you must hit it at least thrice. For if you hit it twice, it cancels it out, and we don't want to do that. We want to be proud killdozers here in the Dozer Den. Another free way you can support this channel, commenting in the comment section. Commenting is caring. Reposting this stream here on Rumble or over there on pill.net or on the X Machine. We are on Rumble. We're on the extreme extreming. We're on pill.net where you can get a dose of the good stuff. The red pills, guys. Red pills and reposts over there on pill.net, and the live chat is off the chains. A lot of stickers. They're just they're gifs and memes. They call them stickers over there, and I'm okay with this. Very okay with this. They have uh in the live chat. They actually have competition for those who are able to donate. They have little like trophies for second and third for those who donate. So that's kind of a cool little competition. A little bit of incentive, and yeah, that's cool. We are also on BitChute and the DozerDen.locals.com. If you guys want to know some ways that you can support this channel monetarily, you can donate through Rumble Rant, gifted subs, or by subscribing here on Rumble. When you subscribe on Rumble, you get access to a plethora of wondrous, stupendous, fantabulous emotes, some animated, some not, like this, with a slap of that peach from Cyrene Pickle. Good to see you, Cyrene Pickle. You'll also have your name lit up in the most beautiful shade of MAGA red. That's right. You'll catch a rumble rash. Everybody loves that rumble rash, and the only treatment is more America. That's right. Unless it's about beef. If it's Argentinian beef, we're going to go ahead and say, screw you, American farmer. I don't care that you're struggling. Look at Argentinians. They're dying. They're dying. They need us to buy their meat. We're going to buy the Argentinian beef, not American. No, no, no. There's a dunce cap, a foil dunce cap on Bobble Trump tonight. If you didn't notice, because that's yeah, we've got some Trump, we've got some criticisms of Trump tonight. I am a consistent individual when it comes to my intellect and when it comes to calling out bullshit when I see it. So, regardless of whether or not I support Trump in a lot of ways, sometimes Trump does stupid things. And I'm going to voice my opinion on that. Constructive criticism. You have to have people. That's the problem that he had his first administration. He had too many people that were yes men. Not enough people to challenge his silliness when he does get silly. And he has ultimate deference to authority because he is a boomer. And that's something that boomers do. It's hard for them. It's hard. I mean, that's part of how they're raised up, is to not challenge authority. So he needs people around him that will challenge him whenever he's falling into those fallacies. Apparently, there's not enough of that right now. But I digress. We've got fun things to talk about tonight. We do. If you didn't know, I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 9:30 p.m. Central. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, it's more news focused. We do 3 to 4 news topics with palate cleansers sprinkled throughout the show because you got to break up the monotony here and there. Saturday streams, we might have one official topic or a few topics, but for the most part, the Saturday stream is all about you, amazing killdozers here in the Dozer Den. It's a decompress stream, a chill stream, a chat stream. It's a hangout stream where, of course, we take music video requests for the Dozer Den DJ Hour, where you can rock out with your cock out, jam out with your clam out. Those are the only two options. If you are intersex, I ask that you please pick a freaking lane. Just please. Pick a lane. There's a kitty co-host on the bed behind me, Domino. She's hanging out. She was taking a nap. I have disturbed her. She may pop onto the armrest once or twice throughout the show. So there's a kitty airtime tonight. But anyways, if you guys could follow me in all the places at BillDozer74 over there on the X Machine, I get in fights with cultists and commies, which I've been getting in fights with some of the cultists today because there is a faction of MAGA that is absolutely culty. And I'm going to call that out when I see it. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm independent. I'm not a conservative. I have conservative leanings on some things, for sure. I have some liberal leanings on some things. Or libertarian, I guess you could say. Not really liberal. Unless you could call it the classical liberal, which has been overdone like with people like Dave Rubin. I agree. Yeah. I used to have hair problems, but now I don't. I don't know if that was a good Dave Rubin or not. What's up, Singlant? Good to see you. We are, another thing I forgot to mention, the DozerDen.locals.com. Cool thing about that place, Live chat is one of the most free speech places on the interwebs. No genitalia, no direct threats or violence, or ending people, rather. Other than that, it's pretty much a free for all in the live chat over there in the dozerden.locals.com. You do have to pay $5 a month for that to post in the live chat, comment under things that I may post there, or post things that you find interesting in that community. And you get all the benefits of a Rumble subscription as well. So no ads on this channel. You get to watch the premium content, which we will have some premium content tonight. I'm going to try to get the rest of my 2.5 hours done today, if I can. So that's the goal. We're going to be probably finishing it out. We'll do 2 topics here for free. And if you have a Rumble subscription, to this channel or Rumble Premium, you can watch the premium content. That premium button right down there, if you don't have it, is a fun little thing you can do to help yourself out and help this channel out, because I am in the creator program, and that is taken into account whenever they do our payouts at the end of the month. So if you want to subscribe to Rumble Premium, if you use the promo code SPOOKY, you can get $15 off, which brings it down to, I think, $84 for the year. Or you can do $9.99 a month, which is what I do currently. I need to fix that, because I'd rather just pay the whole year, be done with it, and not have it's cheaper that way. So maybe I'll do that when I'm white trash rich in March, or if I have a little extra. There's no such thing as extra. It's just more money to go to bills. Such is life. Such is life. But I hope you guys are doing okay. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. And yeah, as we go through the show, for the reposts and the comments, I will be bringing attention to those, because I do appreciate the support in whatever way you are able to support the show, whether it just be likes, comments, interacting in the live chat. By the way, if my lurkers are there and you want to say hello in the live chat, feel free to do so. If you haven't yet created a Rumble account, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and make that Rumble account. Support a free speech platform. It may have its, issues at times, but nothing is perfect, guys. Nothing is perfect. And if we want things to get better, we have to be able to constructively criticize them. Like the Trump administration when they do stupid things, which we're going to be talking about a few stupid things that Trump is doing today. First topic of the evening, Trump stumps for Ladybugs. Ladybugs Lindsey Graham. Oh, sassy Lindsey Graham. Oh, don't worry about those. Those are just my little ladybugs. Yeah. Railing against Massie and Paul. Railing. What's up, Yanni Fangs? Lurking hard tonight. Good to see you, bud. So it's such a weird comparison to see Trump railing against people like Rand Paul and Thomas Massie, and then the first in-person campaign appearances he's going to do for somebody is Lindsey freaking Graham. Ladybugs Lindsey Graham. You can say 78D chess all you want. You can say keep your enemies close, or your friends close, enemies closer, all you want. Lindsey Graham is a war whore piece of garbage. And the fact that Trump continuously supports this man is beyond me. And of course, I don't, from my little spot here in Southeast Missouri, of course I don't know all of the inner workings that are going on. But I know when I see America first individuals like Massie and Paul, which Paul, Paul's decent, not as good as Massie, in my opinion, on the America First agenda. But when you put somebody like Lindsey Graham as one of the people that you're going to support and be for, but you're going against constitutionally principled individuals like Massie, I am very concerned. Very concerned. Confused, mostly. Confused and concerned. Kind of crabby, honestly. And I will absolutely cheer on this administration when it does good things. Which it does. It does a lot of good things. But you have to be able to call it out whenever there's dumb stuff going on. People are like, oh, Massie just got endorsed by Jack Dorsey for president. Who gives a crap what Jack Dorsey said? Bill Gates and Albert Bourla are hanging out with Trump in this current administration. So you can't go ahead and do that without me pointing that out. You can't do that. I did see something stupid on X earlier today, though. I saw somebody say Ron DeSantis and Thomas Massie 2028. Leave DeSantis out of this. Don't put DeSantis in the same category as freaking Massie. Don't do that. That dude's a Zionist shill. No, miss me with that. passing legislation to go against no. We have free speech in this country for a reason. As long as you're not inciting violence, like some of the individuals on these No King protests over the weekend, people literally saying that, yeah, they want to, who are the Nazis, identifying who they think are Nazis, and then they say they want to end those Nazis. Uh, where's where are the police? Where are the authorities in this instance? You have people that literally said turn the guns on the ICE agents. You got to turn those. You got to shoot the gun like immediately. Straight to jail. Straight to jail. What's up, Dr. Pyrosteen? Good to see you, bud. I got it right that time, didn't I? Yeah. Pepe with the shades. Yes. Indeed. Hey, now watch it. Florida boy here. Yeah, he does good things in Florida. He does. But he has some bad policies when it comes to free speech, red flag laws, some basic bitch conservative issues, honestly. But he does good for Florida. I'm glad that he's there in Florida. I don't want to see him as the president, though, with those tendencies. And I don't think he's in the same category as Massie. He's got some good things. He does. I'm not saying he's 100% bad. But I think he's just good as the governor. I'm glad that you guys have him down there. You can keep him. You and your falling iguanas in the cold. Speaking of Florida, you guys have monkeys. Yanni things. How did this happen? You have a wild population of monkeys? What the hell? What the hell? Give me a second. I've got a video. Let me see if I can find it really quick. If I can't find it in like 30 seconds, I'm moving on. See, where's my 12 gauge? Never be unarmed in a room full of the Florida man. Damn Florida man. Let's see. If I go really slowly, it'll let me find it. If I go too fast, then it'll spaz out. X's bookmark feature is a little bit weird sometimes. This isn't an iguana. So let me finish first, though. Finish our appetizer of what we're going to talk about. Yes, you have monkeys. They mostly keep to themselves, from what I hear. They're strong. Monkeys will steal children. I've seen it happen in like videos of like India or something like that. It's not good. Monkeys freak me out, man. They're strong as hell. You don't want to mess with monkeys. They're like crazy little, and they're little hands, but they're very strong. Like, what, you're going to kick a monkey? It's going to wrap around your leg and bite the hell out of you. It's going to take your freaking tibia with it. Screw those monkeys. Are they nice monkeys? You said they stay to themselves. Well, for now, Yanni Fangs, for now they're staying to themselves. Wait until they get organized, okay? Until they're ready to take over. You think Florida man is bad. Florida monkey, okay? Just saying. You don't even know. You don't even know. I'm scrolling down to find the monkeys. I got some fun clips, guys. What's up, JDL37? Sea monkeys make great pets. Sea monkeys. Oh, those are the little things. Aren't those the little things that they used to sell at the mall? You get them and they'd be like dead in 24 hours. Something like that. I'm scrolling. I'll find these monkeys. I'll find those monkeys. Yes, I found the monkeys. Okay, it was longer than 30 seconds. I lied. First, though, second topic of the evening. Trump is canceling student loan debt. Or is he? Kind of. Is there nuance to this discussion? Maybe. I don't know. But I have an article from the New York Post about it. Looks like, yeah, they're going to be moving forward with canceling some student loan stuff for like public servants and stuff. And I mean, if you railed against it whenever Biden did it, you're going to need to rail against, to be intellectually consistent, you need to rail against it when Trump's doing it. Now, is it a slightly different packaging? Maybe. But is it generally the same kind of thing? Yeah. But there is nuance. There is nuance to it, so we'll get into it. We will get into it. We monkey around. Team autocorrect. Hey, we're the monkeys. People say we mug tourists, but we're too busy singing to bother running them down. Yes, indeed. Last topic, we're going to do premium hour, which I might have something that I slide in there before the Joe Rogan experience. We're going to finish off the interview with Gregg Braden. Cool spirituality stuff, woo-woo stuff, ancient civilization talk, some cool topics. So we're going to finish that out tonight. That's the lineup. There'll be some clips here and there. But I'm glad you guys are hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate the heck out of you. Don't forget to repost this stream here on Rumble or over there on Build.net or on the X Machine. We do have people watching over there on X. We usually end up with about close to 100 people checking out the stream. So thank you to those that are watching over there on X. And if you have a moment, make a Rumble account and follow me there. We actually are on YouTube tonight as well, I think. So if you want to follow me on the YouTubes, I've got like 60 subscribers over there. If it starts growing over there, it grows over there. I think that it's a good idea to put the content out in other places so that we can pull people over to our favored platforms like Rumble, like X, like Tild.net, and the Dozer Den at locals.com. So Hugo 1003. I don't think the debt should be forgiven at all. Hate to say that, but it's my belief. That's generally where I'm at. Yeah. Now, there are some programs, like state programs, that if you go into a public service field or something like that, that there are grants associated with that, I think, that will cover that. But you took out the debt. The only thing that has been a compelling argument against or for canceling it is somebody who has been paying on it for years and has already paid more than what they borrowed. That is a somewhat compelling argument that I can kind of empathize with. Because if you've already been paying on a student loan and you've literally paid more than what you borrowed because they factor in the interest and stuff, it's like, I can empathize with that. But you also understood the terms of the contract when you signed the contract. You're an adult. You signed up for it. So, sue the colleges that trick people into fake degrees. You could do that, but here's the thing: the federal government incentivizes it. It's financially incestuous. They charge more, and that's how these costs have gone up so high when it comes to education. The federal government will provide grants and loans up and up and up and up, and then they charge more and more and more and more because it's very similar. It's a very interesting comparison that you can make between college and the healthcare system. Hospitals and healthcare providers are charging more because the insurance will cover up to a certain amount. It's very similar. Like insurance would be like the federal government, and then the healthcare provider would be like the colleges. It's a vicious cycle, and I'd like to see it stop. What is up, Harry Toe 2? Good to see you, bud. But yes, speaking of Florida man and what can trump Florida man, Florida monkey, guys. Florida monkey. I didn't know this was a thing.
They're jumping in.
Fishing.
Look at
What if
them
they
all.
got peacock bass there?
These are all monkeys jumping in. Oh my god, it's raining monkeys.
It's raining monkeys straight out of the sky. Just sitting here wondering why. Apparently there was like a study or a movie done or something, and they got loose, and there were enough of them that they got loose and then they bred, and then they've just been making a bunch of. If it wasn't a large population, then that means there's inbreeding. So this means these are retarded monkeys as well. Oh no, they have the strength of 10 men already, but if you add that, that's a special strength too. Super monkeys.
This is like crazy.
I agree. It is crazy.
Oh my god. They're all of them. Here's one jumped in right here by me. Go on, little one. What the heck's making them all jump?
They're preparing for when they're hopping out with parachutes so they can come down from with an aerial assault. Okay?
All monkeys.
The monkeys in Florida need to be taken care of? Is that an accidental caps lock there at the end? CREOF? I'm confused. But yeah, I think that Florida monkey might trump Florida man. Just saying. Excuse me. See, Singly, and some people fell for the financial aid thing. They never called it a loan when talking to certain groups. That is accurate, but you had to pay attention because I remember that. I remember that whenever I was a senior in high school and doing the FAFSA and all that. Yeah, you have to actually look at it and understand. Not everybody's going to get it though. And here's the thing though, maybe if you can't, I don't know. I looked into that and I remember seeing that and I was like, wait, this is a loan. That says loan right there. That one says grant. The loan I'm going to have to pay back, right? And like I asked the advisor and stuff, and they're like, "Well, technically, I mean, yeah, but then," and like they tried to be wishy-washy about it. What's up, General Samuel Fields over there on pill.net? Thanks for the red pill and the repost. Appreciate you, bud. Don't forget, guys, you can follow me on pill.net as well. Yeah, when you're 17, 18 years old, you can absolutely be manipulated by people in that aspect. So, Buckwheat never went to medical school. That is correct. He didn't. Some of these degrees are so silly, though. I do agree. I had a good experience in college. I did. Um, it a lot of people get more liberal and idiotic when they get an education. I went the other way. As I learned more and as I was training myself to think critically, uh, I got more and more independent minded. I mean, I was independent from the get, like 16, 17 years old, but I leaned further left for sure whenever I was 17 or 18 years old. And, as I got a little bit older, matured a little bit, uh, after voting for Obama, my bad, um, realized that he was full of crap and that a lot of politicians are. They'll say a bunch of nice, lovely things in their campaigns and don't really usually follow up. So, and I mean, that's, some of the things that Trump has been doing. He follows up. He does a lot of good things. But today we're going to be talking about some things he's not doing well. Like stumping for Ladybugs Lindsey Graham. Guys, why am I calling him Ladybugs Lindsey Graham, you may wonder. Maybe I'll save that discussion for the premium portion, because that might make people a little queasy. If you don't know, I'll let you know. Harry Tone, my keyboard was side and caps on. Monkeys are not indigenous to Florida. I just joined. Monkeys are not indigenous to Florida. I do believe Young Fangs, wasn't it that they were released actually wait, to the comments. Oh god, they have herpes apparently. The monkeys have herpes. Shit. Let me scroll through these. Oh, okay. So somebody says Peaky Blinder in the comments says that apparently they're not invasive. They were used in an original Indiana. Well, that means they're still invasive. They were put there. They were used in the original Indiana Jones movie, I believe, and left there. Went paddleboarding here over the summer and spring they are at and saw them jumping from tree to tree. Very cool stuff. They're not moving outside this area. Silver Springs is the spring. So apparently Silver Springs in Florida is where the monkeys are, and apparently they're staying there for now. But you wait until they're ready to make their move. They're practicing. That was a drill. That was a military drill from those monkeys. Well, the Guardian has a whole... we might talk about this later. There's a whole article on these monkeys. And apparently they have herpes. Fucking, who gave the monkeys herpes? Why do the monkeys have herpes? Ross Perot was good. I wasn't around. Well, technically I was, but I was probably like 2 or 3 years old. I was born in 1990, guys. So I've heard of Ross Perot, and the few times I've seen clips from him, he was pretty solid. As Henson, monkeypox. Oh, did you guys see there's apparently more monkeypox coming out? And it was on the guy's mouth. If it was real, I don't know if it was, but they're like these black, pitted, swollen nodules all over his mouth. And I'm like, that means that he was face deep in something. Ugh. And I'm not going to say mpox. I'm going to say monkeypox. That's what it is. The LGBT what's it's? The LGBT what's it's? Yeah. What's up, Hugo? Now I'll say this: colleges shouldn't make people take classes that have nothing to do with a degree or a profession, only to line colleges' pockets. I agree 100%. I think if you've got an idea of what you're going to be doing, you absolutely should not have to do the extra classes. If you, for instance, took something like pre-calc in your senior year of high school, why do you need to do college algebra? You don't. I had a 90. I'm not a math guy, but I got like a 98 in my college algebra class. So it's like it wasn't that bad. What is my oldest? It's okay. Why is my child texting me? Harry Toe says herpy monkeys with guns is a Netflix top. It would sell. That would sell. As Henson, you hear that story about Lindsey Graham and the moles on his crack? That says, as Henson, you spoiled it. You spoiled it. Okay, fine, guys. The Ladybugs Lindsey Graham. Why is he called Ladybugs Lindsey Graham? We gonna get those minerals in Ukraine. We sure are. So, Ladybugs Lindsey Graham. Apparently, there's a male prostitute that has a story about Ladybugs Lindsey Graham. Pretty sure Lindsey Graham is gay. Just gay as the he oozes homosexuality. Just gonna say that. Probably other things too. But apparently, S. Henson knows the lore. Ladybugs Lindsey Graham. Apparently, this male prostitute said that he met up with Ladybugs Lindsey Graham. And they went to a hotel room, and he went to the bathroom, I guess, to get prepped and ready for their encounter. And when he came back out of the bathroom, Ladybugs Lindsey Graham was naked and on the bed presenting for him, I guess on all fours. And he saw the crack, and he saw these little dark spots. Multiple little dark spots on the on the area. And he had wipes, and he's just like, "Hey, I'm gonna wipe you down real quick." And he's like, "I kept wiping, and they weren't going away." And then he's like, kind of freaked out. And then Lindsey Graham apparently says, "Oh, don't worry about them. Them's just my little ladybugs. He's got moles all over his ass." And the crack smiled back. Don't stare in. When you stare into the Ladybugs Lindsey Graham's crack, the crack stares back. And then he promptly left. It freaked him out, and the male prostitute couldn't handle it and had to leave. That's the story. And I believe it. I absolutely believe that story about Ladybugs Lindsey Graham. So they're his little ladybugs. You brought it out of me, S. Henson. I was thinking about saving that story, saving the description of what happened to cause that nickname. I was thinking about saving that for the premium portion, but you guys got it now. You didn't. Nobody did. Okay, I had to hear it. So do you. We lost 2 viewers. Oh my goodness. But yes, that's a thing. That's a thing. But yeah, that's right. That's right. I shudder to think. We have a short little story here from the Hill about Trump stumping. You wish you didn't know about the ladybugs. Yeah, I did. But now you know. Now you know. It's a little inside joke for you guys and everybody else who suffered the information. We have an article here from the Hill about Trump stumping yet again for Ladybugs Lindsey Graham, a war whore, an absolute traitor to this country, in my opinion, and I don't like it. Genial Samuel Field says, "I don't believe that the gay male prostitute was disgusted, though." Apparently he said he was, but here he does. I may be the third. Come on, man, we're moving past it. Never looking. No, I won't either. I'm gonna try to drive it out of my mind, though. Guys, here's the article from the Hill. The Trump is to attend Graham fundraiser in first midterm campaign appearance by Julia Manchester. President Trump is set to support Lindsey Graham's re-election bid at a fundraiser and golf tournament next month. Graham's campaign confirmed to the Hill. In addition to supporting the senator's re-election bid, the event, which is being dubbed the Trump-Graham Classic. Just deep-throating the deep state. That's what's happening right now. Deep-throating the fucking deep state. Good job, Trump. We'll also support the Republican National Committee's re-election efforts and a Trump leadership PAC. Politico was the first outlet to report on the fundraising push, which will mark Trump's first official campaign appearance of the 2026 midterm election cycle. But screw Thomas Massie, right? Trump formally endorsed Graham's re-election in a True Social post earlier this year. Excuse me. Lindsey has been a wonderful friend to me. Good Lord, my throat. Inside joke, what does that mean? You can let it mean whatever you like. Lindsey has been a wonderful friend to me and has always been there when I needed him, except for when he said that you needed new leadership and Trump was pretty much old news. Trump wrote in March, Senator Lindsey Graham has my complete and total endorsement for re-election. He will not let you down. Everyone in South Carolina should help Lindsey have a big win. Big, super big, bigliest win next year. Graham is running for his 5th term in the Senate in what the nonpartisan Cook Political Report calls a solid Republican race. Former South Carolina Lieutenant Governor Andre Bauer, Republican, launched a primary challenge against Graham in July, but suspended his bid roughly a month later. Coward! You absolute coward. Why is the link? Text my child there. Yeah, my throat's kind of messed up right now, Harry Toe. Sorry about that. But there's a short little article there, and I have memes to look at. I have memes for us to look at and make fun of this. Help Lindsey and his... God, no. No! No, we don't need this. We don't need it. I'm going to do a refresh, so it brings me back up to the top, hopefully, in my bookmarks. It didn't. Curses. Curses all. Yes, it did. No, it didn't. Actually, yeah, it did. Let's see. Oh, and the farmer thing is pretty messed up too. So it's just not a good Monday for Trump. It's not a good Monday for Trump or MAGA fans. It's really not. I did like this one because I'm not a fan of Cat Turd. You might be, and that's fine. But I think he's a shill. He doesn't challenge anything this administration does. And in my perspective, if you're not able to challenge and constructively criticize those that you support, you're actually doing more harm than good. You're not actually helping them as much as you think you are if you're not able to call them out whenever they do stupid things. Let's see. So, if you don't like Lindsey, you hate Trump. Probably Cat Turd. Probably Cat Turd right now. Yeah, that sounds about right. Damn, okay. Sorry, man. He was a spoiler. After Clinton won, he gave the contract to supply software for the new... Oh, dang. I didn't know that, Sanglant. I wasn't alive then. Cat Turd is a goofy person. I agree. Yeah. This is good though. Not related to Lindsey Graham, but independent U.S. cattle ranchers, please loosen the regulation that's making it impossible for us to stay in business. Trump, best I can do is subsidize Argentinian beef imports. Yeah, there was that. I thought I had more. Memes. But yeah, I just get tired of seeing stuff like that. I get tired of seeing Trump rail against people like Thomas Massie and Rand Paul, but then support war whore like Zyokuk shills like Graham. I don't understand it. I really don't. Leah and parents, it's mostly just congestion. It's getting cooler here, so yeah, I didn't know about that, Sanglant. Interesting about that software contract. After Clinton won, he gave Perot the contract to supply the software for the new insurance regs. Huh. That is fascinating. But yeah, I think we need to see... You know what it feels like, guys? What it feels like whenever I see Trump do stuff like this? It makes me feel like I'm getting attacked in a very special place by a monitor lizard.
Wait. Oh, fuck. I can't fuck him out, though. Oh, he done fuck him up, though. Alright, here, Scorpion.
He bit you so hard.
Get up. Come on. Get on.
No.
Me cogió el bicho, cabrón.
No.
Oh.
What it feels like. Every time.
Nah, that Oh, no, G shit. For real.
So what the
Yo, this is proof that he actually did get me, dog. I'm gonna have to go to the hospital after this. Sometimes these monitors, when you don't feed them for a while, they're unpredictable. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead, feed him this so I can get to the
How
hospital.
did you just
Probably feed him one.
How?
Ooh, this shit got me shaking too, bro. Hold
Yeah,
on.
maybe
Look
you
at all
should
the
protect
holes.
your stuff.
Look at all the
I'm gonna
holes
go for it
here,
again.
bro. First thing he grabbed onto is that.
Yeah.
And one thing y'all know is these are carnivorous, bro. He grabbed a piece of meat, bro. Those little sharp teeth, bro, just cut it. Nah, I hope I'm good.
Salmonella.
If I can feed him the
Move.
last one,
Don't,
gotta go
well,
to
he's
the
going to get it. You get it. He's staring it down.
I want one to
You can tell.
hospital.
Get your kid away from that. That'd be smart.
Check now.
If you got a hungry freaking giant lizard that big, get your freaking kid away from it, dumbass. But apparently someone said, I just followed someone on Instagram because I expect his monitor lizard pet to bite his penis off soon. By my calculation, this is on October 19th. He said, by my calculation, it should happen before the end of the year, and I want to be there when he posts about it. Fingers crossed. And then, so literally, it's going to happen. He's going to lose it. That monitor lizard's going to get it. But no, every time Trump supports Ladybugs Lindsey Graham, that's what it feels like, getting bit on the junk by a monitor lizard. Yeah. They have really bad diseases in the mouth. Yeah, he might lose his junk, or at least part of it. Not good. It's not good. No sense in. Not good at all. But, like, as soon as his junk got bitten, instantly he tells his kid to feed the lizard. Yeah, just feed the lizard. Come on, little dude. Stupid move. Why would you have your kid close to that? Like, you're asking for bad things to happen. But, oh Lord, my eyes. I forgot my allergy medicine this morning, guys. That's the problem. And it's like 60-something degrees outside. I actually wore a jacket to work today. As a 30-plus year veteran of herpetology, my opinion is that this guy's an idiot. I'll take your expert advice and analysis there, Yanni Fangs. Apparently it was a pet, yeah. God. Someone said National File on Lindsey Graham said Trump's first in-person fundraising event of the 2026 cycle will be for gay John McCain. Maybe John McCain was gay for Lindsey Graham. They had pictures of themselves very, like, embracing about the whole Ukraine thing. That was a thing that happened. Another thing that happened. And this chick with the bell was getting a little bit close. But, both of them are kind of in the wrong here. But then he takes it, and I say he because that's a guy in a dress, takes it a little bit extra and punches her in the face. Oh, wait, I didn't know that was on and loud. My opinion, you do that close to somebody, you deserve to get punched in the throat. That's assault on your eardrums. So she moved the thing down. It was pushed up towards her, and she pushed it down, and he decided to take that as the license to punch her in the face. Guess who got arrested in this instance? Not the fucking tranny. The woman did.
It is on video. You fucking touch me, you're gonna get punched again. You fucking touch me, you're gonna get punched again. You touch me, you're gonna get punched again.
Men abusing women. That's what the left is for.
You're a scared coward.
Yeah, if you're going around with that the siren doing that, I think you deserve to be punched in the throat. You're assaulting my eardrums. You could literally be doing damage to people's eardrums with that. I think you absolutely deserve to get your shit stomped in. Fuck that guy. She moved the thing down. She didn't technically touch him. She moved the thing down. And then he punched her. She was arrested. So Trantifa, guys. Trantifa out there in Portland. They arrested Pritchard, charging her with the hate crime because she called the violent man a man. You're a shitty man. You can't punch a crazy bitch. Nope. Not good. If you're going to be stupid, you got to be tough. Oh, no. Oh, that kid will be bitten by that. Yes, I agree. That is a very dumb man to have that freaking lizard by his kid like that. That aggressive that it's biting you as the handler and you've got your kid by it. Really dumb fucking move as a dad. You're not protecting your kid. Good job, asshole. He probably likes getting shit pushed in. Damn it, S. Henson, why? Why'd you have to do that? Lift, flip, drop. Yeah, I'm tired of these. That's why she probably should, if she's going to be up in people's faces like that, she probably needs to have a man with her to help her, especially when you're going against a man in a dress. But Portland police charged her at charge for accurately identifying a man. A man. It's crazy. I hate to see it. I really do. Speaking of Trump railing against Massie, there's been a lot of lies going around about Massie. So they're trying to say that he's supported by the Democrat Socialist of America. Let's address that really quick. I know it's from Grok. We're not saying Grok is 100% correct on everything, but if we look at this. So 0 hour. Wonder whose dog that was. Not mine. Or was it? It might have been my dog. Let's see. That could have been a video to piss people off, though. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. So 0 hour. I muted him because he's fucking annoying, and he's just a shill. I don't like. I've been muting the hell out of people on X. I'm not blocking, but I absolutely don't want to fucking see your idiocy, and I'm not going to follow you. And if I don't want you in my For You feed, I'll mute you. That's what I will do. Again, I get in fights with cultists and commies over there on the X machine. So, the claim was that he's pretty much supported by the Democratic Socialists of America. Grok says the claim originates from Integrity PAC's recent endorsement of Massie for re-election. While Integrity PAC partnered once with the DSA on anti-ICE advocacy, the FEC and Open Secrets data confirm no direct funding from socialist groups. Massie's donors are mostly individuals favoring fiscal conservatism. He's no secret Democrat. His record shows consistent votes against big spending, endless wars, and surveillance, aligning with libertarian principles that sometimes clash with the GOP orthodoxy. Yes. Good job, Grok. Oh, and then Average Joe's trying to save his safe face there. Yeah, out of state donors, because people actually that are out of the state actually do like Massie. Massie is solid. I think he has founding father energy, but that's just me. Now, do I agree with everything that he says? No, I don't. It's strange how many people are in a cult. Yeah, I don't call out I don't understand why people can't constructively criticize their own people that they support. I don't. Have I seen videos of the house that Massie lives in? I have. We had a whole we do a segment every now and then I call the Massie Minute, and there's a whole short documentary. It's like 45 minutes or 43 minutes, something like that, where he's at his homestead. And a lot of the house, I think he milled the lumber and he chiseled, got the stone, like the pillars, like in front of his house or maybe on his wall there. One part of his house, he actually got the stone from the land that he owns there, and chiseled the stone. So and he's got the Cluckinator. That's pretty cool. What is the Cluckinator? It's a chicken pen that moves across a swath of grass, and it's solar powered. So the chickens are eating bugs and grass and stuff like that, and fertilizing as they go, and it moves around this whole thing. It's really freaking cool. The dude's an engineer that studied at MIT, and I know there was some stuff about MIT that people were kind of, Crowder was kind of honestly being a bit disingenuous with his characterization of what Massie's stance was. But he did invite Massie on the show, and I would love to see Massie on with Crowder so they can have a discussion and actually get into the nuance of it. Because I know that Crowder will actually do that. Crowder had a guy from the All In podcast recently that was trying to pull some of that. He's an independent left-leaning guy, and he was trying to pull the whole, if you like, Jesus would love the migrants. Jesus would love them. You love them, tell them to get the hell out. Not a cult, the beast. They cannot be reached or saved. I'm not going to write. See, what you're describing is those that are of truly reprobate mind and soul, saying Lance, and I think that there are more people that can be reached. I think there are more people that can be reached in that aspect when it comes to the, culty side of things. Now, those that are celebrating the death of like Charlie Kirk by doing the whole thing, like that teacher from Chicago, which I think she lost her job. That's what I read. I haven't confirmed that yet. So grain of salt with that. These individuals saying that they're happy that people are getting killed and think that the left needs to get more violent. Those people, they're not worth your time. There are some people that you just have to stop engaging with, and until they show you a sign that they're ready to engage and actually have critical thought, they're not worth your energy. They're really not. You have better things in life that you can probably focus on than trying to reach them. That's just my perspective, and it is somewhat biblical, talking about those of reprobate mind. So, but do believe everyone are able to be saved? Yes, yes. Unfortunately, lost sheep will flock to things of evil because they don't want to think for themselves. But do believe everyone can be saved? I do. I agree with that. What of the tares? Tares or tors? Tares? I'm confused. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Singlet. Please elaborate. Um, yeah, I think that the reprobate. I don't know. There are some people that are so sincerely stained that it. I do believe that everybody has the ability to ask for salvation from Christ. That's my perspective. But I think that there are some people that might not necessarily actually want that salvation. They might say the words, but I don't know. That's where reprobate comes in. They are so reprobate of heart and soul that they don't actually want that salvation and don't want to welcome Christ in. And absence from God is hell. So getting all Christian on you there, all preachy. Sown among the Lord's wheat, tares or thorns. Oh, okay. Getting this Bible minute here on the Dozer Den. You know who needed some Jesus in a time of need? That was who needed Jesus in a stressful time? This lady who won a lawsuit apparently for $450,000. How is your brain not jello at that point? I just should have waited on the truck. Yeah, I should have waited on the truck. Apparently, she didn't want to be air evac. I don't know. Grandma broke her nose while hiking and didn't want the helivac, but ended up winning a $450 lawsuit or $50,000 lawsuit. Let's see what the comments say, because I don't know if that's accurate. Oh man, oh man, that is so bad. Oh, it's fair of them trying to shoot. I don't know if she actually sued them, but that sucked. Nickel floor. Matthew talks about the tears. I can only assume this person is actually dead or brain dead. Yeah, I would think at that point your brain is probably turned to jello. That is, nobody should move that fast. The G's that she was pulling, like, goodness. Like, I thought that was fake, but I don't think that's fake. Speaking of, like I was talking about the reprobate mind. Here's one. I think this one might count. So this is the guy. Why isn't he in jail? Listen to what he says.
You gotta grab a gun. We gotta turn around the guns on this fascist system. These ICE agents gotta get shot and wiped out. The state machinery, that's a full display right there, has to get wiped out. You gotta grab a gun. We gotta turn around the guns on this fascist system. These ICE agents gotta get shot.
That's a direct call for violence, a specific call for violence, telling people what to do and who to do it toward. If that doesn't get you arrested, I don't know what kind of system we have. I really, really don't. Samuel Fields, I'd rather die. Yeah. 22 or 23G is normally fatal. Oh, damn. Well, apparently she didn't die, so. Yeah. That guy, I don't know how we exist with these people. I really don't. I really don't. It's unsettling to see that guy apparently is a like I want to say a teacher at a college, like an adjunct professor, maybe. Let me see. Oh, there were some people saying you go to the comments and you got to take everything with a grain of salt for sure. But apparently the man, it's a right-angle news network, ran, said that the man at the No Kings rally who urged people to grab guns and shoot ICE agents has been identified as Moises Bernal, an employee at Wilbur Wright College in Chicago. Yeah, somebody asking to actually kill federal agents. Where you at, FBI? Where you at? Because our system is in frayed strings at the moment. Yep. The disparity in the application of the law is insane. It is insane. As since in 1980, Maxine Waters and Nancy Pelosi said pretty much the same a few years ago. Nothing happened, but let a Republican imply something. Yeah, even if you, which are, yeah, there was a guy that said he did cross the line though. He said that they were going to go to one of those rainbow parades and in people. You can't say that. You can't say that. And he texted it out. He full on wrote it out. The things he's hey man, let's go up there with our weapons and let's get some justice for Charlie Kirk. I'm like, that was stupid, very stupid. But as that individual was prosecuted, was investigated by the FBI, and they applied, I think I'm pretty sure they arrested the guy. This guy should be arrested too, right? We're gonna have equal application of the law, because if we don't have a system. That's just how it is. We don't have a system if we don't have equal application of the law. And until we start seeing that again, I don't know. Entropy Nomad coming in hot with a $1 Rumble rant. Turning the chat blue. And you guys know what happens when the chat goes blue. I am wearing a blue shirt tonight. We must play the blue sound. And since it's for singling, it's going to be kind of loud. Short and loud. It's good stuff. Good stuff. That puts us $49 away from hat goal. That's right, guys. We've got a bit of a gimmick here in the Dozer Den. If we hit $50 worth of donations on any show, I'll put on a fancy hat. Might it be a Burger King crown? Perhaps. Might it be the faux tricorn hat with a turkey feather in it? If you put a feather in your cap, you call it macaroni. That's what Yankee Doodle said. I have a couple other ones as well. But if we hit $50 worth of donations, I'll put on the fancy hat. Thank you, Entropy Nomad, for the donation and for your support. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button, repost this stream, share this stream out with your loved ones, your friends, your family, your ex-girlfriends, boyfriends, Zers, and friends. I'm not judging. Just keep it consensual between adults and preferably behind closed doors, and we won't have ourselves a problem. No, we won't. Have we ever had equal application of the law? I think in a time we've had more equal application of the law, yeah. I think it's probably happened where it's been a little bit more fair. Maybe it's because we just have the coverage now and it's glaringly obvious. I don't know. I just want neutral arbiters of the law to be present in the legal system. That's what I would like. But restorative justice is gay, and therefore, liberal, commie faggotry has taken over our legal system. Yes. Yes, indeed. We've got another story, and by the way, the links to the articles are in the description from The Hill, the New York Post, and then we've got the Joe Rogan interview with Gregg Braden. By the way, guys, did you know you can gift out subscriptions here in the Dozer Den? More of that does go to the creator. On Saturday streams, if we have 5 gifted subs or $20 worth of donations, I do pour a drink. But it's not Saturday, so I'm not doing that tonight. But we will do hat goal if we get there. Rip the crown in half like Nancy Pelosi did. No, I like my crown. It's going to stay there. Mini Dozer, my youngest, he's 2.5-ish. He took one of the crowns and has destroyed it. Because that's what little 2-year-olds, toddlers are vicious, guys. Vicious little critters. Gremlins, some may say. But anyways. Excuse me. Let me see. Let's go ahead and get on to this next story here. Student loan forgiveness from the Trump administration. Now, there is nuance to this story, so let's get into the specifics from the New York Post. This was let out today, and I did a cursory glance of the article, but didn't get into this the full thing. Excuse me, man. White House agrees to cancel student debt for millions of borrowers by Taylor Herslick. This was published today. The Trump administration says it's canceling student debt for millions of borrowers, a pivot from its previous moves to block some loan forgiveness plans. In an agreement with the American Federation of Teachers, the White House, so a union, the White House will again start processing student loan forgiveness for eligible borrowers in 2 income-driven repayment plans. So it's not a full-on cancellation of the debt. It's a payment plan. Okay. Income contingent repayment and pay as you earn until they expire. So what does that mean? When do they expire? President Trump's big beautiful bill is slated to phase out those 2 programs by July 1st, 2028. They have over 2.5 million enrollees total, a higher ed expert estimated. Oh, there she is, Linda McMahon. This is a tremendous win for borrowers. With today's filing, borrowers can rest a little easier, said Winston Berkman-Breen, legal director for Protect Borrowers, which acted as counsel for the teachers union. The U.S. Department of Education has agreed to follow the law and deliver congressionally mandated affordable payments and debt relief to hardworking public service workers across the country and will do so under court supervision. We fully intend to hold them to their word. Okay. Under Friday's agreement, borrowers who became eligible for student loan forgiveness this year will not owe federal taxes on the relief, the Trump administration said. The Department of Education did not immediately respond to the Post's request for comment. In a lawsuit filed in March, the AFT, which has about 1.8 million union members, accused Trump officials of blocking federal student loan holders from accessing programs that were in effect when they first borrowed. Earlier in the year, the White House paused student loan forgiveness under some income-driven repayment plans. These programs calculate a borrower's monthly payment based on their salary and typically cancel any remaining debt after 20 or 25 years. Now, that's where I can kind of understand that. I can empathize with that. If you're paying on it for 20 or 25 years, you've probably already paid the whole amount, plus some. But, yeah, crotch goblins, them youngins be. I agree. May they pay out the ass for the garbage they took up their asses. Yeah, I mean, they understood the terms of the loan. They did. I can understand people saying that, well, you're 18, you didn't know any better. Well, you should have. You're 18, you're an adult. You should have actually read the contract. You should have actually talked to some people who had, I don't know, wisdom to share with you on such an endeavor. I don't know. What are these? Wait. There's an ad. New York Post. Good God. Explore student loan lenders. SoFi. College Avenue. Sally Mae. New York Post may be compensated and or receive an affiliate commission if you click/buy something through our links. Just, okay. Way to just be out there with it. Jeez. Trump's education department, led by Linda McMahon, argued it could block these programs due to a court order pausing the Biden era saving on a valuable education plan or save another income-driven repayment plan. The program blocks left borrowers with just the temporary blocks left borrowers. Good Lord, I can't read tonight. Left borrowers with just one repayment plan option, resulting in loan cancellation, known as the income-based repayment plan or IBR. As Trump's signature tax and spending legislation took shape over the summer, consumer advocates warned about the potential damage to borrowers. Limited repayment options, including the end of SAVE, could spike monthly student loan payments for a typical borrower by hundreds of dollars, according to an analysis from a research nonprofit Student Borrower Protection Center. So there's that. Here's a good point from somebody, though. As somebody who had to work 3 jobs while attending school and repaid my loan in full, this really twists my cookies. Why should my taxes be used to repay somebody else's loan? Want to forgive their loans? Let the universities that have enriched themselves at the students' expense repay them. Well, that's a nice perspective. I kind of like that. Can I like it? And instead of canceling the debt, how about we just lower the interest rate on the existing debt? That would be a smart thing. Just take the interest away from it. Maybe. I mean, the bankruptcy thing's a good point too. So, yeah, I think you were an adult. You were a young adult, most likely, but you were an adult when you signed on to the contract, and you should have actually read the contract. My first home loan, I read through every fucking page. Now, did I really need to? No, because honestly, I didn't understand everything that I was reading, but I was being so autistic about it that I was looking things up that I didn't understand as I was reading through the loan documents. So you have to do your you have to apply due diligence in entering into such an agreement. You have to. If you don't, you're going to get screwed. You just will. I don't know. I'm quite. If you're going to be intellectually consistent, if you railed against this whenever Biden was doing it, you have to be against it whenever Trump does it. They're gonna package it in whatever way. The debt is the purpose. Yes, they're gonna package it in a way that tries to make it more palatable for the MAGA crowd, but you're still being manipulated. You are absolutely still being manipulated. It's the link to that is in the description. If you want to read through that and click on their sources and get a more in-depth kind of perspective of it, feel free to do so. I don't know. It's oh, there you go. I can see the stickers. I can't see the oh, nice stickers, Sam Fields. And Chops ITMC as well. Thank you. And thank you for my monthly subscribers. Those that do pay a little bit each month to support this channel. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you so much for that support. I don't deserve that, but I appreciate it. And to those that are able to Rumble Rant, gift subs, all that good stuff, I also have Venmo right over there. And Cash App right over there. If you want to donate directly to the Dozer Den household, that doesn't go through the app or a excuse me, the App Store or whatever it is, Apple or Google. So those are ways that you can support specifically without going through a third party there. Those are options that you can use to support this channel monetarily. But if you don't want to, that's completely fine. Nobody ever has to donate monetarily to the Dozer Den. Bartavello here made it for the stuffing things. It's stuff and things. We talk about stuff and things here in the Dozer Den. It is important that you enunciate on the interwebs. I am that consistent, hence my earlier boo comment. Yes, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I don't like sycophants. And if you're practicing sycophancy, you I don't respect that. I don't respect it at all. I question your intellect if you are a complete sycophant for somebody, and especially if you're putting somebody on such a pedestal that they are at God level status. That's not appropriate. I like Trump in a lot of ways, but there are ways that I will absolutely criticize Trump because it's needed. Criticism doesn't have to be destructive. Okay? It doesn't. It can be constructive. And when you're giving somebody pointers, like I've used this example, if you have a young male that is learning to shave and they keep nicking themselves, they keep getting cuts. Each time they shave, they're getting more and more pieces of toilet paper because they're bleeding. Eventually it's going to get so bad they're going to bleed out. So you've got to be like, hey man, maybe you need to stop doing it that way. Maybe do a little bit, shorter strokes, get a sharper blade, get you some actual, conditioner, or I use conditioner when I shave. It tends to be better than shaving cream, honestly. What is up, Therapy Range? Good to see you, bud. Guys, if you haven't followed Therapy Range yet, go ahead and give him a follow. Paul does the splody stuff and some live streaming as well. Another channel he has, Try Harder, Fail Forward. Right? Yeah. And you can put your links in the chat there, Paul, and you guys should click on those and give him a follow. Worth a follow and worth your viewership, in my opinion. Definitely the truth. You know what's not good? Things that people refer to as maps. Apparently, this guy is a map. It's just a pedophile that hasn't offended yet. Derek Evans, this is the next thing the left is trying to normalize by rebranding them as maps. The person says that they are anti-contact, non-offending pedophile. Pedophilia, they're saying, this is what they are saying, is not a choice. You can choose not to harm minors, but I can't choose not to be. Oh my God. This is going to be on the flag.
My name is Connor Gardner Weston. I'm 27 years old and live in Dayton, Ohio. I am an anti-contact, non-offending pedophile. I am fundamentally against adult-minor relationships because I know that they are harmful. I don't have any urges that I need control, just like how most straight men don't have the urge to rape every woman they meet. Pedophilia is not a choice. I can choose not to harm minors, but I can't choose to stop being attracted to them. My name
Evil!
Yes. Yes. That is how I feel about that. That is how I feel about that. Mad People's Compost. Yes. Yes, that is that's a good brass. That's a good brass collector. Brass holster for your very, very fast brass. Wood chipper. Feet first. All the time. Feet first. But make no mistake though, that poster, Derek Evans, he's absolutely correct. They want that to be on the flag. They want that to be on the flag. It's coming. What's up, Neuro? Good to see you, bud. Mod King in the chat. Let's see. If you're not just shaving raw, no shaving cream, no conditioner, be a man. Yeah, you got to do it dry. I used to break out so bad. It didn't matter what shaving cream I would get. I would always break out really bad on my neck. And I still get a little bit of the bumps, but not near as bad since I started using conditioner. It works. Makes it nice and silky smooth. It's very lovely. It smells nice. Don't forget to hit that follow and smash that thumbs up, peeps. Bacon thumb. Bacon thumb. Bacon thumb. I do like bacon. Don't forget to hit that repost to help spread the word so we may welcome more killdozers here into the Dozer Den. Really quick, guys, let's check on those comments and reposts. I do like to give a shout out to those that are supporting the channel in such a way. Let me see. Oh, no likes on the stream. That doesn't sound right. It looks like there's 20, including myself, because if you're not liking your own stuff, what are you doing? Sam Duty with a repost. And hi there, Sam Duty. I saw you in the chat earlier. Yanni Fangs with a repost. MX Stilgar, thanks for following the channel earlier today. And Neurodivergent One with a repost. Thank you guys for putting this show out there so that we can... Oh, you were listening over there on the X Machine. Thank you for that. Appreciate you listening wherever you may be listening. Listening on X forgot to open Rumble. All good, Neuro. All good. Were you able to find the live chat feature? Because apparently people, I think it was Chops was struggling to find the live chat feature the other day, which I was able to find it. You just got to click on the comment underneath the video. Let me see if I can get it right quick. I'll say something in the live chat on my X post. A simple, elegant woot. Woot indeed. Woot indeed. But yeah, that guy's a good bullet holster, in my opinion. You're in the live chat right now. Well, you're here on Rumble, you are. But what about the X Machine? I said woo. I don't see any comments. Let me see. Let's see. Did Rumble fix that spam and comments thing? There was a spam and comment. Hey, what's up, Relaxium McGroin? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. Don't forget to smash that like button. We got 20 likes, including myself. We've got 28 people watching here on the Rumbles. On the X Machine, we've got 30 people that have tuned in to the stream. Thank you for that. And don't forget, commenting is caring. Guys, share the word when you're in other chats. If you feel like mentioning this channel, I'm not going to say you shouldn't. I mean, don't like monopolize other people's chats. But, just throw it out there in general conversation. Don't force it. Just slide it in there, okay? And if you want to, talk about it to your friends, let them know. Is there possibly? You did say what's up over there. I see it. There it is, the real Nero D. I see ya. Look at that. Look at the live chat. Oh, it's happening. So if you want to see really quick, for those that might not know, so if you're on mobile, we'll do boomery stuff right here. If you click on the comments, it'll say replies or live chat. And then we're in the live chat and you can comment there. But you got to click on the comment underneath the video. When you click on the video, and then you got to click on the comments. So it's honestly harder than it should be. But we have 39 people that have checked it out over there on X. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Rumble is definitely my top platform, with X and Pilled closely behind it. You love me in general. Nice. Nice. They were blocking posts if you had made the same post multiple times. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, darn. Stop. There we go. Oh, you love the fishing stream, relaxing McGroin. Nice. Yeah. I want to get a cell phone signal booster. Can only live chat on X, but need to be premium subscriber. Can only. Interesting, Bartabella. I don't know. I don't have a subscription. You can't subscribe to me on the X machine because I don't get enough. I don't have enough pull or clout, I guess you could say, on the X machine yet. If I get 5 million impressions in a 3-month span, then I can be eligible for subscriptions. But there you go. Just like that, Sanglant. Just like that. Yes. Oh man, the fishing streams. We are. If I can get, so I'm thinking about getting Starlink Mobile or Mini, I guess it is, to take out with you and have great internet wherever you are. Because I would love to take you guys out and do some hiking, exploration streams. We do have interesting wildlife out here. Sometimes there are bears, so I will be. I try to have my daily carry with me usually. There's certain places I technically can't carry, but is what it is. It's an open carry state, so there's that. Apparently, there are some stories of people being trafficked here in Southeast Missouri recently. There's some a group of Mexicans and a Mexican, as somebody called them, Mexican American. There's a lot of those around here too. Apparently snatching up even adult women. So always keep your awareness up. Don't stay in the in white awareness levels completely comfortable when you're out, especially if you're a female. Be ready, be aware, have your head on a swivel. If you have a weapon, be practiced with it. If you have mace or something, be ready. Be ready. Mexican, exactly. But yeah, apparently there's a few. I heard a few stories today of some interesting stuff going on. So. And I-55 is a very, it's a trafficking highway. It is. So, really sucks. Really sucks that there's stuff that, evil stuff like that goes on. But you guys want to see a wasted guy who got white boy wasted and found out? It's a bad idea. Bad idea. Don't get white boy wasted like
Hey, you guys are in for a fucking lawsuit. You guys are in for a fucking lawsuit. Fuck you guys. Hey, you guys are in for a fucking lawsuit. Hey, my parents.
He said it. He said, my parents. My daddy's gonna sue you, man. My daddy's gonna sue you.
Are gonna sue the living fuck out of y'all. Alright. Yo. They're in for a big lawsuit. Don't even worry.
So tell the people.
Don't even worry.
What happened?
Look at that.
We doing live and direct.
No. I'm live right now. Look at that.
What's up, Sartorius?
What's going on?
That's what's happening right now.
What happened?
Hey, they want to fucking tackle my boy for no reason.
What?
They want to tackle my boy for no reason.
They try to get you too?
I bet. No.
You got up out of there.
They not fucking getting me.
Dude is so wasted. He's so gone.
They ain't fucking with you? Alright, say love.
My dad owns a dealership.
Hey, fuck you. I'm gonna fucking talk to my lawyer for this shit. Yeah, fuck you. No, fuck you.
Here's where he fucks around. Yep, don't do that. You just assaulted an officer. Not okay.
What the fuck?
He got hit with the shock.
Oh shit!
Nothing wrong with getting there. Just don't mess with the dang cops. Very stupid.
Hey, my bro said live and direct.
His dad's gonna
You
bail him
good,
out.
Brody? Brody. Alright, say look.
Don't do that. Don't be a dumbass. Don't be a dumbass. Get drunk, have fun. Don't do that. Let's see. Damn, 175,000 applicants to work for ICE. Good on them. Hopefully they stay safe. Hopefully they stay safe. That's what we hope, anyways. He got arc rated. Nice. Very nice. God, I still can't believe that. Student loan debt and Lindsey Graham. It's a bad start. Bad start to the week. Zap. He got it. He got it hard. Ooh. Let's see. Another thing. So Secretary Brooke Rollins, Ag Secretary, I believe, posted a thing yesterday talking about the farmers, right? Nice little video alongside of it. It's a lovely little video here. It is, and it's a nice comment. So let's take a look at it. See what they're saying here. America's farmers have always done their part to keep us safe, fed, and virtuous. In 1787, Thomas Jefferson described agriculture as our wisest pursuit, because it will, in the end, contribute most to real wealth, good morals, and happiness. From our founding as a republic of farmers to today's producers feeding and fueling the world, their work remains the foundation of American greatness. So grateful to see to these great American patriots. Thank you to all of our farmers.
And on the 8th day, God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need a caretaker. So God made a farmer. God said, I need somebody willing to get up before dawn, milk cows, work all day in the fields, milk cows again, eat supper, then go to town and stay past midnight at a meeting of the school board. So God made a farmer. God said, I need somebody willing to sit up all night with a newborn colt and watch it die, and dry his eyes and say, maybe next year. I need somebody who can shape an axe handle from a persimmon sprout, shoe a horse with a hunk of car tire, who can make harness out of hay, wire, feed sacks, and shoe scraps, who planting time and harvest season will finish his 40-hour week by Tuesday noon, and then painting from tractor back put in another 72 hours. So God made a farmer. God said, I need somebody strong enough to clear trees and heave bales, yet gentle enough to yean lambs and wean pigs and tend the pink-combed pullets, who will stop his mower for an hour to splint the broken leg of a meadowlark. So God made a farmer. It had to be somebody who'd plow deep and straight and not cut corners, somebody to seed, weed, feed, breed, and rake and disc and plow and plant and tie the fleece and strain the milk, somebody who'd bail a family together with the soft, strong bonds of sharing. So God made a farmer.
Well, that was lovely. But then Trump says pretty much screw American beef producers, and we're going to go with Argentinian beef. After we gave him $40 billion, guys. That's not very American first. I like Argentina. I like Javier Milei, but I don't really understand why exactly we're sending them $40 billion where you have struggling families here in this country. No, I get it. It's probably part of a business interaction, and there's going to be a you scratch your back, or I scratch your back, you scratch mine type of thing. But he did pretty much say, yeah, there's it's not good. It's not good. It's like, oh, the Argentinians, they're dying. They're literally dying. Not figuratively, literally dying. And so we're going to buy all their beef, apparently, where there are struggling beef producers here in this country, and it's kind of concerning. So from Cattleman, Cattle Guy 92 on the X Machine, unfortunately tonight many of us cattle people feel like we're about to go down with the ship, Secretary. The fairly obvious pending situation with Argentina and beef imports is as deadly to the family rancher as the gales of November were to the Fitz. I wonder how many politicians shorted the cattle market right now. Will be interesting to see the data on how much insiders make on this deal, my friends. Corn combine. He just got done, or he's about to go combine. Don't know if that's morning or afternoon there. I've driven a combine a few times. It's been a few years though. Let me find the clip though where he's talking about it though. Actually, I might have that on my. Might have that in my posts. Let me see real quick. Gonna scroll here for a sec. And we're gonna see. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna have to search it really quick. Give me a sec. What's up, Slidey Pie? Good to see you. Here it is. 30-second clip. It's not good. It's not good at all. And I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but I don't like it, guys. I don't like it. Here's Trump's. So this is what elicited the response from that farmer.
What do you have to say to U.S. farmers who feel that the deal is benefiting Argentina more than it is them, as they are
Argentina's fighting for its life, young lady. You don't know anything about it.
Do you know anything about the plight of the small farmer in America fighting for their survival, Trump? Fuck this. And fuck that response from him. Very callous and very fucking sheltered from the actual reality of what many small farms are facing in this country. I'm not talking about the big farms. Fuck the big producers. Get rid of that monopoly and look at the actual small producers, smaller producers. How about that?
Fighting for their life. Nothing's benefiting Argentina. They're fighting for their life. You understand what that means? They have no money. They have no anything. They're fighting so hard.
A lot of small farmers don't either, bud.
Hard to survive.
In this fucking country, Trump.
If I can help them survive in a free world, I happen to like the president of Argentina. I think he's trying to do the best he can, but don't make it sound like they're doing great. They are dying. All right?
I thought the Argentinian economy was doing great since Milei. What happened to that? But we sent them $40 billion?
Dying.
What do you have to say to U.S. farmers?
Just not a good response. Horrible response from Trump. Like, you gotta do better, man. Do better with your response. There's probably nuance that can be applied to this. And thank you so much to Common Censor for raiding the stream. Hello to all of the individuals coming over here from Common Censored. If you are new to the Dozer Den, hi there. I'm Billdozer74. Welcome to the Dozer Den. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 9:30 p.m. Central. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday streams. We do about 3 to 4 news topics with some palate cleansers sprinkled throughout the show to break up the monotony, because sometimes you got to. Sometimes you got to. Now, Saturday streams might have one topic that we discuss, might have one official topic that we stick to, but for the most part, the Saturday stream is a chill stream, a decompressed stream to get away from all the bullcrap of the week. It's a hangout stream, and it's all about you amazing killdozers here in the Dozer Den. Dirt gently with a slap of that peach. Every now and then you gotta slap the peach. Sometimes you make them count. But on Saturdays, guys, Saturdays main focus is the Dozer Den DJ Hour, where you can get music video requests in and rock out with your cock out or jam out with your clam out. Those are the only two options if you're intersex. Pick a fucking lane already, for the love of God. But we do have ourselves a good time on Saturdays and all streams. Saturdays, we do $20 worth of donations, gets Cork Pop ASMR. This is empty. I have to get a bottle of Double Oaked Woodford Reserve by next Saturday. But if we get $20 worth of donations on Saturdays or 5 gifted subs, I pour a drink out. And we'll be sipping on some bourbon on Saturdays only. But on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, if we get up to $50 worth of donations, I put on a fancy hat. Like the faux tricorn hat with a turkey feather in it. That turkey feather, interesting little fact about it, is from the my stepdad's old farm. That he was actually born in that old farmhouse, and I go deer hunting out there, and yeah, I found that feather a couple years ago, and it was in my car. And after Lady Dozer fashioned that faux tricorn hat for me, I figured I'd put a feather in it and call it macaroni, because that's what Yankee Doodle said you got to do, right? Good to see everybody coming in here. Welcome. Glad you're here. Glad you have decided to come in here, and do not forget to smash Hulk! Smash that like button. Follow this channel if you haven't done so already. Guys, we're like a few away from 1100 here on the user profile. Factoring in the Dozer Den channel, we are a little over 1100, but I feel like making this one the main one where we're looking for followers. So if you haven't followed, then go ahead and smash the follow button. Repost this stream here on Rumble. We will shout out the reposters and the commenters throughout the stream periodically. And don't forget to share this stream out with your loved ones, friends, family, ex-girlfriends, boyfriends, Caesars, and friends. I'm not judging. Just keep it consensual between adults and preferably behind closed doors, and we won't have a problem. Thank you so much for sharing this stream out. Sterling. Guys, if you didn't know, Sterling has a show called Common Censored, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:45-ish Eastern, for about 3 to 5 hours or so. Has himself a damn good time covering the crazy clown world clusterfuck chaos. I think I got him correct. I'm close. But great content over there, worth your follow, worth your viewership. And I do appreciate the numbers going up here, but I want to make sure that I'm putting out a quality product for you, amazing killdozers here in the Dozer Den. So that is what I'm about. What's up, Cass? Lovely mod in the chat. Wise Elk. Slidey Pie. I already said hi to you, but hi again. Oh, what's up? D Doodle over there on Crazy Clown World Clusterfuck Chaos. I think I got it right. What's up, D-Doodle, over there on pill.net? I am on pill.net. I am on the X Machine at Billdozer74__. I get in fights with cultists and commies over there. I got it! Yes! Sweet. Very good. Very good. There we go. There was the link today. If you want to check it out, screenshot it, copy it, all that. The whole copious cornucopia. By the way, the cornucopia was on the Fruit of the Loom label. Don't let them lie to you. Don't let them gaslight you, guys. There was a cornucopia on that label. I synced it. I synced it. Yes, indeed. We are having ourselves a darn good time here tonight, Sterling, and thank you for the raid. Thank you for the support, everybody. Like I said, I will be shouting out the reposts here on Rumble. And when I see a repost on from pill.net, it pops up, and I usually shout it out. So if only I spoke more clearly. Well, darn. Sorry if I have a little mush mouth tonight. I got a sore on my tongue. I blame the Cool Ranch Doritos. What's up, Go Trump USA? Does this also erase a student loan debt from credit? Yeah, that would be nice. I'll take it. You know what? Just cancel everybody's debt. How about that? Let's just cancel everybody's debt. D-Doodle with the red pill in the repost over there on pill.net. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, it would be nice. We actually already got to that story. Pretty much, it's for certain individuals, it's going to be that there's nuance to the student debt forgiveness, but it is still millions of people. They're going to be looking at if they've been getting it for paying for 20 or 25 years, pretty much getting it canceled. And I empathize with the thought that, some people have been paying and have already paid more than what they already borrowed. So I can empathize with that. I can understand that. But also, you signed on to those conditions. You did. What's up, Valhalla? or Valhalix. Dang good raid. What's up, Lily Sunshine? There we go. I think I've shouted everybody out that has come into the chat. Coming centered with a whoosh, slap of that peach. Look at the jiggle physics on that peach, guys. Don't you love it? Don't you just love those jiggle physics? I love the jiggle physics. That's what I'm about that jiggle physics. It's a good time. No, pay your debts or work in the stone quarries. I want to learn where I can get into these awesome like rock videos that I've been watching. These dudes like finding giant crystals in 8 to 10 feet of dirt. I want to do that. I'm short and scrawny. Give me a pickaxe and I'll just whistle my way. Whistle my way about it. Best emote known. That's right. That's right. It's a damn good one. I didn't come from a raid. I just wandered in. Well, thank you, D-Doodle. I appreciate you wandering in. Hopefully you're enjoying your time here in the Dozer Den. Chops ITMC. I should have a couple new designs in my merch store soon. Unnecessary self. Go for it. Heck yeah, dude. I need to get my merch thing going. Lady Dozer actually came up with a logo and has a t-shirt press, and we might be looking at shirts at some point. I don't know. And then the sticker mule thing, I need to actually do that. I've been saying that. I need to actually commit and do it and get that rolling. What's up, Lil Galaxy 56? Most make their own debts except medical. Here's my perspective on the medical system that we currently face. I think that if you pay your premiums, you should never see a bill from the healthcare provider. I've been literally paying for health insurance for myself and my family since I was like 19 years old. As soon as I could get a full-time job that offered the benefits, I've had the health insurance and I have paid my premiums since that's 20 years, guys. Or wait, no, 50, not 20 years. I was 19. So not 20 years, like 20 or 14. No, wait, something like that. Math is hard. It's been like 15, 16 years that I've been paying for insurance. I do not understand how it makes any sense whatsoever for me to have thousands of dollars of healthcare covered through insurance, and then I'd be met with a $100 bill, $500 bill, $1,000 bill. No, I think you shouldn't have to pay a damn thing after that. Thank you, WS Hawks fan over there on pill.net for the red pill in the repost. Appreciate you. But yeah. Oh, guys, I do have a correction to make. Saturday, I did say that the aerial shot of that Boston, the protest, the No Kings protest, was from 2017. Turns out that actually was incorrect. So I was fooled. Crowder was actually correcting the record with that. So gonna eat crow on that. Admit when I was wrong. People, you can manipulate Grok. You can absolutely manipulate Grok to get it with the right type of prompt. You can pretty much get Grok to do a lot of things that you want it to do, but it will push back, which I've had it push back, but then I made it admit it was wrong with an actual legal document. So that wasn't me manipulating it. That was me proving the robot wrong. Grok was going around and saying that the footage was from 2017 of the Boston one. Turns out, nope, it was actually from this year. So let's give Crowder a shot to explain it in better detail than what I can right now.
Fake news going around. I want you guys to know this because I see a lot of people sharing this, including senators. There was a claim out there that image that you saw, the Boston image, was actually from 2017, right? The Boston Women's March. You're seeing a lot of people make this claim, and someone even manipulated kind of Grok into saying that the video came from 2017. Yeah. But the truth is, there's aerial footage that does show this actually is from the 2025 No Kings protest, and that was confirmed by the BBC. Which is ironic. Yeah. Do you have that as collage? Yeah. Was that the BBC?
Yeah, you have it. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Sorry, it's on a small monitor. So a lot of people say, well, why do you trust the BBC? I don't. I don't just trust the BBC, to be clear. But I also don't just trust right-wing influencers, many of whom said that we should include and continue to keep Coca-Cola on Snap, and that we should have unlimited H-1Bs. So there is fake news. It is pervasive on both sides. You shouldn't trust the BBC. But here is a side-by-side of the MSNBC clip and a clip from local news. And it's important to note that there are some temporary installations along permanent, and you can see that the temporary installations are highlighted in this side-by-side. It does seem like this was pretty big and from 2025.
Millions of people across the country marching as we speak against the policies of President Trump.
Certainly, this is a massive event that's taking place here.
So local news too, D-Doodle. So not just BBC. There were multiple different camera angles, multiple different... This was from... Now, was it 7 million people across the country? No, probably not. But this was a big crowd of people. Ignorant folks that think that we have a king. Yeah. So...
Yeah, now, that doesn't mean you should trust BBC or MSNBC, but again, the totality here. We also have another reverse angle from a drone shot, which seems to confirm it's real.
Yeah. So, I mean, it happened.
So, this is important because the truth is enough. You don't need to lie.
Yeah. So, no, it turns out it was. Now, D-Doodle, was it as big as they were saying? Like 7 million people? I sincerely doubt it was that big. And people are like, oh, it's much bigger than any Trump rally. No, it literally wasn't. Most Trump rallies are gigantic. Like, never underestimate the power of stupid. Yeah, exactly, D-Doodle. A lot of very ignorant, stupid and ignorant, willfully ignorant people, which I have a problem with. I have a serious problem with willful ignorance. If you're willfully ignorant, I don't like you. If you're ignorant just because you don't know, then I'm not mad at you. Okay? When you apply the intent to stay ignorant, that's when I struggle to be sympathetic towards you. And I will call you a dumbass. Sometimes to your face. Usually to your face. Sartorius says, Bill Dozer, Missouri insurance prices are down. This week I got home auto reduced from $5,880 to $2,484 percent down. Okay. I mean, that's a big drop. Home and auto? That per year? I'm hoping that's per year. I don't know, though. God, I haven't looked at my escrow terms in a while. Or ratio, whatever. But... Yeah. I need to... I've thought about switching up my insurances, but I hate insurance. It's such a freaking... For the year? Okay. Yeah, that's a hell of a drop, dude. Hell of a drop. Rumble's fucking up again? Shit. What's up, CW? Good to see you. I think sometimes Rumble pushes updates in certain geographic regions, and you end up struggling sometimes. So that does happen. But good to see you, C-Dubs. What's new? We've been applying constructive criticism to the Trump administration tonight in quite a few different ways. With the whole endorsing Ladybugs Lindsey Graham. If you don't know the lore behind Ladybugs Lindsey Graham, you can rewind the show, or it's not pleasant. I don't want to revisit it, to be honest with you. But there's a story. Just look up Ladybugs Lindsey Graham. Why is Lindsey Graham? What's the lore of the Ladybugs in Lindsey Graham? And prepare to be unsettled, quite unsettled. But it is what it is. Let's see here. Gonna do a real quick check on the likes and the reposts. We're up to 31 likes, not too terrible. I see we have 53 people watching here on the Rumble machine, though. So if you have not yet smashed the like button, go ahead and give it a good thumping. Or you could lean in real close to that like button, whisper sweet nothings in his ear, then just give it all you got. And if you get excited about the like button, I understand. I do too. But if you're going to hit it more than once, you must hit it at least thrice, because if you hit it twice, it cancels it out, and you want to be a proud killdozer here in the Dozer Den. That is the goal. Trump is ignorant sometimes. Yes, he's not a god. He's not perfect, and you got to be able to call out the bullshit when you see it, because if you're not being intellectually consistent, and I will be intellectually consistent, which is why Bobble Trump has the foil dunce cap on. Stop going after Massie. Just stop it. The people like Massie. Now, is he perfect? No. But he's a hell of a lot better than Lindsey Graham. You gotta stop this Lindsey Graham shit. He is a war whore. Traitor, in my opinion. Hate it. Rumble showed only 4 watching before I clicked the channel. Interesting. Some geodes are filled with purple peak ammo. Yeah, Wise Oak. We had a whole thing on that one day. Whole thing on that one day. A mob is never smarter than its dumbest participant. Fair point, Chops over there on Pilled. Fair point. Yeah, I like Massie too. And is he perfect? No. Sometimes does he need to pick and choose his battles a little bit better? Sure. But yeah. Ladybugs Lindsey Graham. No. No. Let's see. Val Hallex with a repost. Cass with a repost. Wise Oak with a repost. Therapy Range with a comment. And Cass with a comment. Thank you guys so much for supporting this channel and with those interactions. Oh, Go Trump USA followed the channel. Thank you so much for the follow and joining the Dozer Den. Therapy Range with a repost. Relaxium McGroin with a repost as well. You guys are fan-freaking-tastic. Thank you so freaking much for supporting this channel in that way. That helps the channel grow, guys, and I appreciate that you are willing to do that. You know what? Doing that kind of stuff, you deserve a round of applause. Round of applause. Dad joke for the win. Yes, indeed. Let's see. You like Dennis Kucinich? He has his good points. Hannity has Lindsey Graham on his show all the time. I do not like Hannity. I don't either. Michael Savage calls him the wall banger. It's angry, slaps the wall. Aluminum foil crown. You're Sam Duty. I need to make that happen. I need to make it happen. Wise Oak says Massie 2028. Yeah, people are like, oh, Jack Dorsey endorsed him for 2028. That says a lot. If you're going to say that, then I'm going to have to point out that Bill Gates is cozy with Trump this administration, guys. Bill Gates is cozy. Albert Bourla, Pfizer. So you're going to have to miss me with that. You're going to have to miss me with that criticism. Massie said he's probably not going to run. He would just like a few more members in Congress to be America first. And Vance Tulsi. I'm concerned about Vance, guys. I'm concerned about Vance. His ties to Palantir freak me out. I like a lot of what he says. Don't get me wrong. JD Vance is based as fuck. But he's also changed his name a few times, and there's... I don't know. Peter Thiel is not... I am concerned about Peter Thiel's motivations for humanity, and just because Peter Thiel supported somebody doesn't mean that they adopt all of his perspectives. And maybe someone could say that JD Vance is using somebody like Peter Thiel, used him to get off the ground and get rolling. I don't know. But does anyone know why Trump did the jab? Well, that was a DOD project. The jab. Yeah. It's not good. Not good. Ignorant or make you think he is? Maybe Lily Sunshine. Guys, it's around this time of night where sometimes I get a craving for carbs. But you know what I do instead of grabbing some high calorie, high carb snack cakes at 11:30 or 11:20 at night? I go and grab myself some biltong. Got it from biltongusa.com. Go there and use the promo code Dozer for 10% off your next order of this amazing meat. What is biltong? It is what beef jerky wishes it could be. It's thicker, a little bit more moist. It's delightful. You can eat it cold. You can eat it warm. You can eat it on some leftover cheese pizza. Why do you have cheese pizza in your fridge? Maybe you have kids that don't like meat on the pizza, okay? And you want meat on the pizza, so you're going to grab some biltong, put you a piece of that on there, warm it up in the microwave, and it just makes it so good. You can also put it in the skillet and cook it with some your omelet or eggs. It's pretty much like steak and eggs for breakfast. Or dinner, whenever you may be eating your eggs. I eat them at any time of day. Eggs are great anytime, guys. But biltong is great. Anton, guys, king of biltong. He also has content here on the Rumbles. Worth a follow and worth your patronage. You're not going to regret any of the money that you spend on biltongusa.com. Not just biltong, though. There are some imported goods you can get there. There's, I think, candies and teas as well. The Rooibos tea. I actually probably should make myself some after the stream tonight. It's a good idea because it's really, really helpful. But he is a South African immigrant that came to this country the very, very simple dream of spreading his meat across the land. And you can help him achieve that goal by going to biltongusa.com. Promo code Dozer. 10% off. Those 8-ounce bags make excellent gifts. I get paid in meat, and I'm okay with this. When Trump said, fuck, Vance didn't stop laughing. Peter Kegstan Hegseth really did come through to defactize them. Damn, Sartorius. Getting spicy. Spicy indeed. There is a kitty back there. She's chilling. I'm surprised she hasn't hopped up on the my armrest over here. Hi, Peppy. Doing Domino. She probably wants out. She probably wants to go see Lady Dozer, because Lady Dozer is home now. So Little Galaxy, Sun Tzu, Art of War. Maybe. Oh, shoot. What just happened there? Goodness gracious. That's not what I wanted to happen. Now I lost my Pilled chat. Guys, I am on X. I'm on Pill.net, on BitChute, thedozerden.locals.com. We're all over the place. All over the place. Gates, Burla, and Zuckerberg. Yeah. So people are like, well, I was drawing the comparison. If somebody was going to criticize Massie for Jack Dorsey coming out and saying that he likes him, then you have to also say the same thing about Trump surrounding himself with those people. I do understand that he is probably using them, Little Galaxy. I understand that. But Trump will not make me lose support. Sometimes it seems like he pushes people away. We need this. Need the student debt forgiven. Need the beef, the Argentinian beef taking precedent over American manufacturers or American suppliers. Stumping for Lindsey Graham. Nah. It is a dunce cap. Because when Trump does bad things that I perceive as bad, because I can have an opinion on that, he gets the dunce cap. And going with the Ladybugs Lindsey Graham over Massie is dumb as fuck. I don't care what 78D chess might be involved. He's a war whore that should be absolutely removed from his seat. He doesn't need to continue getting elected. And he's absolutely gone against Trump in the past. So it's stupid. And I'm going to call it stupid. Because if you're constantly kissing ass and constantly having yes men around you, the yes men will not tell you when you're doing something wrong. And there are times where Trump does dumb things because he has deference to authority, and he needs to be checked sometimes. Very simple. Constructive criticism can build things. Trump does nothing bad. He's a deity. Exactly. And that's what some people believe that. Some people do believe that. Need all of Canada west of North Bay, Ontario. There you go. Graham is most likely a homosexual. I don't know about the pedophile part. I haven't heard that, but I strongly believe that he is a gay man. You don't go that long and sound like that without maybe sucking a dick or two. Just saying. Just saying. We get a little bit crude here in the Dozer Den. So apologies if you're offended. But welcome to America. You have the freedom to be offended. Huzzah. Huzzah. Let's see. Here. Oh, damn it. Ted Cruz needs to shut up about Tucker Carlson. Like, they're taking a clip from talking about the COVID and the Jews. It's not even what they're saying it is. Oh, shoot. Dang it, it did it again. Man, I gotta stop clicking on stuff over there on Pilled. So the Ayatollah is laughing at Trump. I mean, yeah, he is. But it's nice to see that the Israelis lied about a IED that they left, that they ran over and it exploded, and they dropped 153 tons of explosives on Gaza after their explosive went off on one of the... It was friendly fire, essentially. That was like a 5-day ceasefire. Good job. Good job, Israel. Israel has a tendency to fuck that stuff up. We're not going to see peace in the Middle East when it comes to Israel and the sandbox in general. It's not going to happen. I mean, the end times. You'll see peace in the Middle East in the end times. Actual peace. I'm just fucking wash our hands of it. Why can't we just focus on America? Just focus on this country. Fuck everybody else. I'm so done giving a shit about these other countries, about their 1,000-year squabble. I don't care that, what cousin did what. Like, Fight it out. Glass each other and be done with it. I'm so tired of us supporting the shit. So tired of it. And sometimes you get tired, guys. Sometimes you get tired. And you know what you should do? You should get you some 1775 coffee. Guys, you still haven't tried 1775 coffee? Really? Now's your shot. The 1775 starter kit just dropped. Only 1,000 units. It's extra exclusive. You're getting the bold, dark roast that hits hard, the smooth, medium roast, and the Vitality Mushroom Coffee for clean energy and laser focus. No crash. No. All single origin, small batch, toxin free, and mold free. You don't want mold in your coffee. No, you won't get that. You won't get that with 1775 coffee. Plus, you're also getting a gold spoon clip because freedom isn't scooped with plastic. No, you don't want plastic in your body. Come on. A frother strong enough to stir up your coffee and your mother-in-law's opinions. And a black 1775 tumbler. That's $170 worth of coffee and gear, yours for the low price of $99. This is for the ones who's been watching 1775 coffee blow up on Rumble, wondering if it's actually worth it. Spoiler alert, it is. Go to 1775coffee.com/studio, that's STUDIO, and grab your starter kit before they're gone. Bold beans, clean fuel, and a morning routine that stands for something. Just like Rumble. Just like Rumble. And guys, I have actually tried 1775 coffee. If I can get this box here. I have a box. I have a prop. For this ad. So I actually have tried it. I got the dark roast in February in honor of Black History Month. And I will say their Facebook ads were pretty on point. Hilarious. Talking about magnet-sized bags. It was hilarious. I laughed at it. Check them out. Good stuff. 1775 coffee. It is quite delicious. I need to order some more, but I've been slacking. And I got Aldi coffee, which is not as good. It's not as good. 1775 coffee, the pods, the dark roast. It's actually pretty solid stuff. And did I need to do an ad read? No, but I kind of wanted to. I try to make those fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that ad read. That was 58 cents, guys. I got paid 58 cents for that much gusto. Okay? And there you go. 1775, April 19th, Concord, Massachusetts. That's the story. That is the story. One of these days, guys, I'm going to have somebody who has a big product, and they're going to want to fund this channel because they saw one of my ad reads. One of these days. Sertorius paging Mr. Richard Smoker. Black and white films rely on contrast. That's true. Excuse me. Let's see here. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, no. Let me get back to my bookmarks here. I think I had one more thing I wanted to show you guys before we get into the premium portion, which I think we might get our last 2.5 hours in tonight. We'll see. I think Aldi instant coffee mixed with scalding water from the shop sink. There you go, Sertorius. That's good. You want coffee now? There you go, Sam Duty. Get you some 1775 coffee. It's good stuff. Since we were talking about the monkeys earlier, do you guys want to read a little bit about the herpes and the monkeys in Florida? This link isn't in the description, but oh wait, can I read from the Guardian? Let me see. It's gonna pay. Shoot. Never mind. Oh wait, I'll be able to read it. Maybe. Nope. Oh wait, yeah, I did. Maybe. Oh, the monkeys in Florida, guys. The monkeys in Florida. Yeah, actually, we can read this article. It's going to be in the way, but hey, we covered the monkeys that got loose in Florida. They have a native population down there. Stunning to me. Furry, cute, and drooling herpes. What to do with Florida's invasive monkeys? Rhesus macaques were introduced to Silver Springs State Park in the 30s, but now 400 strong, they harbor a disease fatal to humans. Well, shit. Stop monkeying around. Visitors to Florida's picturesque Silver Springs State Park have been warned that they may encounter an unusual threat. Hundreds of wild herpes-infected monkeys. Hims. The monkeys, rhesus macaques, originate from two small groups released into the Silver Springs State Park almost 100 years ago by an eccentric boat captain. Their numbers, so it wasn't the Indiana Jones story. That was a lie. Their numbers have soared since then, and experts predict there could be 400 roaming the park by 2022. No. Not okay. They're going to take over, guys. They're going to take over. A video captured by a Florida kayaker, we saw that where they're flying into the water, well, jumping into the water, showed how close humans can come to the monkeys. The footage showed rhesus macaques hurling themselves into the Silver River from the treetops. I am personally concerned, said Steve Johnson, an associate professor of wildlife ecology at the University of Florida. Johnson and a colleague, Jane Anderson. Jane's going to find the monkeys. Monkey Tarzan. Jane. Oh, there's the kitty. There's the kitty. She's hopped up on the armrest for a second. Up, and she's gone. There she is. Hey there, girlie. What you doing? What you doing? Kitty co-host. She's popped up on the armrest. You probably can't see her. She's hiding. Oh, yes. Oh, wait. There she is. Looky there. Looky there. There's Domino. Hey there, girl. There's a good kitty. She's chilling. She's actually a pretty cool cat. Likes belly rubs. Doesn't bite you with the belly rubs. All right. I'm not going to shock her like Hassan does his dog. We'll say that. So Steve Johnson was personally concerned. About 25% of the monkeys harbor herpes B, which can be fatal to humans, and 4 to 14% of them are found to be shedding the virus orally by mouth, meaning a bite could transmit the virus. There's a low risk, but a very high consequence should something happen. Fortunately, nothing has happened yet, but I wouldn't want to have that looming over me if I was in the state, Johnson said. It's not just the risk of herpes infection that troubles scientists. The monkeys are also having a detrimental effect on the native wildlife. Anderson found that the monkeys were major predators on artificially placed birds' nests. So if that translates to real nests, there's a potential for predation there. And so the environmental impact of something from an invasive species is what I'm concerned about, Johnson said. Even though the monkeys have been there for over 100 years, they're not native. They were brought here by people. They're like feral hogs or feral cats. But they get a lot of interest because they're mammals. They're cute. They're macaques. They're primates. They remind us of humans. The monkeys are said to be descended from 6 macaques released in the 1930s. A man called Colonel Toohey, who operated a glass-bottom boat tour along the picturesque Silver River, came up with a cunning plan to boost riders. He released the monkeys onto an island, hoping to wow passengers with scenes of the primates swinging through the trees. What Toohey apparently did not realize is that rhesus macaques are strong swimmers. The monkeys promptly swam away from the island and took up residence in the forest surrounding the river. Undeterred, Toohey and other operators used food to lure the monkeys to shore for passengers' pleasure. The scheme worked so well that Toohey dispatched another 6 macaques to the river in 1948. It turned out that the monkeys were well suited to the lush forests of Central Florida. By 1980, there were an estimated 400 macaques, probably more now. It's been like 40 freaking years, roaming the area around the river. They're primates, so they're intelligent, and they're very adaptable, Johnson said. The monkey's natural habitat spans thousands of miles of Asia, where they are found from Afghanistan to the Pacific coast of China, Johnson said. They have the largest range of any non-human primate. Given many of the monkeys have herpes, they present a danger if they interact with humans, which they do frequently. In October, Florida kayaker Rod Guine shared footage of what he said were about 30 of the monkeys leaping from the trees into the Silver River. We might watch that here in a second. The state added, we already watched it earlier, but a lot of people came into the stream, so. The state added monkeys to a do not feed list of animals, but Johnson said that it's unlikely to make much of a difference to the population. After Anderson and Johnson's research was published, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission said, in vague terms, that it was in favor of removing the monkeys, but the FWC offered no specifics at this time and did not respond to questions from The Guardian about the rhesus macaques. As Johnson points out, there is no easy solution. I mean, there is, but you don't want to talk about it. If I was a final solution! If I was the manager, I would want to try to have them removed, he said, but it's not an easy decision and it wouldn't be an easy task. It's a lose-lose with the stakeholders. You're going to hurt a bunch of people if you decide to go in and remove them, and people aren't going to be happy if you allow them to stay. So it's a complicated situation, no doubt. No doubt. All right? It's true. It's true. Don't be kissing the monkeys, okay? Don't fuck the monkeys. Don't kiss the monkeys. For those that weren't here earlier, let's do a quick watch again of the monkeys diving into the drink. Bam! Belly flops. Belly flops. Flying monkeys! It's the Wizard of Oz. Big growls. You're strong little bastards, guys. Strong little bastards. Alligator food? Yes. Cat. I gotta let the ball out. Well, there you go. Machete. Something like it. But yeah. Sounds a lot like the koalas and syphilis in Australia. Yes, Chops, I agree. That's right, koalas, you think they're cute? They have syphilis, guys. Syphilis. STD-ridden creatures. Just horrible. Just horrible. All right. So, guys, we are probably at the end of the free portion of the show. I am in the creator program here on Rumble, so I do have to get premium hours in. I have to get about 2.5 hours more. I don't know if we're going to do the full 2.5 hours tonight, but we are going to do a little bit of that time. Probably going to be finishing out this Joe Rogan experience. There is about an hour and 10 minutes left on the stream. I do stop and I talk through it as we cover the topics, or as they cover topics, because it's an analysis of what they're discussing, and I like to respond to it and react to it with you guys. An hour and 15 might get stretched out to about 2 hours, so we're probably going to be going for a little bit longer, about an hour and a half to 2 hours more, most likely, but it is going to be in the premium portion. But before we go to premium, let me do a really quick shout out to those who have supported the channel. We actually have quite a few people lit up in red here in the chat anyways. So most of the people that, if you want the premium content, you can subscribe to Bulldozer74 for a measly $5 a month, or click Rumble Premium, $9.99 a month, or $84 for the year if you use promo code SPOOKY, SPOOKY. That does help this channel out if you do subscribe to premium. So I've been a premium, been using premium for a little over a year. Did not do that to get into the creator program. I just felt like getting rid of the ads and supporting a free speech platform. So, and having access to everybody's premium content when you pay $9.99 a month for premium, or $84 for the year, promo code SPOOKY. That wasn't even an ad read. I didn't get paid for that, but I said it. Let's see here, though. But first, before we do that, I am going to go ahead and play a little song. In honor of the Frog Prophet, as they are trying to take away everything he holds dear. The Alex Jones folk song. Enjoy.
The company store, the paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers, scum. They're on giant death factories, keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin, and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy, weird, sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy, weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap, we don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
I was watching Fox News as I worked out this morning.
I'm back. Yes, the Frog Prophet singing songs. It's good stuff. Very good stuff. All right, guys, we are going to go to the premium portion. So if you're over there on Pilled or on X or on BitChute, we are going to go to Rumble exclusive here in just a second. If you don't have a premium subscription, or if you're not subscribed to Bulldozer74, I will see you guys tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. Central. I'm going to try to maybe get all of the premium hours knocked out tonight so that we don't have to do any more. I would honestly be fine with it if Rumble, as part of the creator program, took that stipulation away. Because I don't like cutting people off. And, I get it for accounts that have like, a couple 100,000 followers. Smaller accounts like myself, it just does not make much sense. But hey, it is what it is. If you want to get premium, go ahead and do so. And we'll see you guys in the premium portion. We're going to go premium in 3, 2, 1.